everyone. My name is Michelle. Welcome back to my Homeschooling with Books series. And I am so excited to be starting this today, that we get to actually talk about the books I think you need to have. I think you need to have these in your library. I'm giving you the best of the best. I'm going to give you the prices. I'm going to show you how inexpensive it can be, especially if you have more than one child. I only had to order these books once, and then you have a whole library, and I love my library of books so much. I don't have a lot of these books right now. Now my grandchildren have them, and I've given them away and, did whatever with them after moving a couple of times. When I was homeschooling, I had an amazing library. I was so happy that I could just go to it, especially as you're doing one child, two children, three children. You just recycle, and you know what you're doing. You've got them on the shelf. You know where you're headed. Makes your life so much easier. Today, to start off, we are doing preschool 3-year-olds, which is a little bit different than the 4-year-olds. And I'm going to show you. These are books that they should already have by the time they're 3. Usually they get these board books. I buy them at 1 right away. I get them as soon as I can. I get the board books to my grandchildren. I start buying them at age 1. By 3, they should know these books. And that's why I'm talking about them, because I want them to be something that when they're 3, that as you're turning the pages, reading along with them recognizing words, them memorizing, which I am a huge fan of memorizing. I know there are a lot of teachers that don't believe that memorizing is key. I am not one of them. I believe that they learn by memorizing, and then they can go back and they know the words, and then they can find the words. It worked for me. I have 6 children. I have a huge skill set of different kinds of readers. It really worked for me. Let us begin. You're not going to have to look at me too much because I'm going to be scrolling on pages of books. I want you to see these books. I'm going to put up the prices, and I want to show you how easy. These are the books to start with. These are the ones that you're going to be reading to them over and over and over, and you are going to have them memorized. Trust me on this. So I think I could still do these books by heart if pressed, because I've read that. Well, like I told you, I had 6 children. I've read them. But you know what? I used my older children to read to my younger children. So by the time the younger ones were getting to here, they were getting read to by their older siblings too. It wasn't like I was doing all the reading. Let us begin. And I am so excited to start this series. You have no idea. Just to pass on the knowledge of things that I learned to you so your life can be easier. My number one pick of all time. If you do not have this book, run to Amazon, you can't run to your nearest bookstore right now. Maybe some of you can. Part of the country's open. I don't know. Let me know below if your bookstores are open. We can't. I'm in Pennsylvania. We are not running to any bookstores yet. Hit that Amazon button. I'm going to show you the different prices. It is going to be easy. We're going to grow your library, and you are going to be happy about it, especially if you love books as much as I do. Up on your screen, Goodnight Moon, Margaret Weiss Brown. Her favorite of all time. I will talk about her other book in a second, but this one to me is the best book you can get for your children. On your screen, Kindle Unlimited is free. Hello. Audiobook is 69 cents. Board book is $7. Another thing I want to mention, which I should have told you before, you need to get Amazon Prime. If you don't have it, it's really gonna hurt you. You need it. You need Amazon Prime. I know it's expensive, and I know they keep raising their prices, but trust me, Amazon is going to be your best friend, so you have to get Amazon Prime. You're welcome, Amazon, and I make no money for saying that, but I wish I did, but I don't. Trust me, you will need that. I did an interview with this woman, and I digress here. Her name is Amy Gary, and she wrote a book called In the Great Green Room, and it was the biography of Margaret Weiss Brown, and I'm going to link that below in case you want to watch it. She was so cool. If you love her as much as I do, it was such a cool book to read. This was not Margaret's first book that she was popular for. And I don't know if you guys know that, but Goodnight Moon came out in 1947, and it actually came out in September, which is when my mom was born. So I kind of like that. You know, it's kind of makes it a little bit more sentimental for me. Her really famous book was The Runaway Bunny, which is my next choice for you. $5 is the board book. The illustrator, if you look in Goodnight Moon, you'll see that everybody is bunnies. Everything's bunnies, and there's bunnies everywhere, which is kind of a throwback to the bunnies in Runaway Bunny, but it's also because I heard that the illustrator just really loved to draw bunnies. On to the next one, number 2, The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Kyle. This book was in 1969. Board book is $5.76. The audio is $4.90. The Kindle is $9.99. I am not against the Kindle. If your kids have a Kindle and then instead of getting let me back up. Not instead. Also, if you would like to get Kindle, you need the board book. I'm sorry, you just do. You need that board book. You need them to hold a book. But the Kindle is awesome. So they have their iPads or whatever. If you get the audio and you have the Kindle and you're not with them, then they're getting it read to them. Isn't that great? I love that. As a matter of fact, I just told my daughter that this afternoon because her son, he's in 1st grade and they're having them listen to books and read along. And I was like, yes, do that. You can do this. I know it's a little expensive, but ask for this for gifts for them. You don't have to spend all your money on this either. You know, you got relatives. Amazon gift card right there. If you got far away, relatives and they're like, what can I get you? Get me an Amazon gift card. And then you're set. And then they don't have to send anything and you get an email. I mean, come on. It's the easiest gift ever. What I love about The Very Hungry Caterpillar is he collaborated with Bill Martin Jr. In 1967, they wrote Brown Bear, Brown Bear, what do you see? Another amazing book. Up on your screen, board book is $5.67. The Kindle is $8.99, but the audio is only $1.62. And these prices change, so don't hold me to them. Do you see how cheap you can do this? I love the fact that Eric Carle wrote with Bill Martin Jr. because Bill Martin Jr. in our next book, he does Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, which came out in 1989. And I have to tell you that my younger 3 children loved this book so much. Of course, like my older 3 children, since it came out in 89, I didn't really have it then. And when the younger ones got a hold of it, I had to read that book over and over again. It is one of the best alphabet books you can get. The Kindle's $3.99. The board book's $4.59. Come on. That's crazy. Number 4, Where the Wild Things Are. Came out in 1963 by Maurice Sendak. Of course you've heard of this book. It was a movie in 2009. Your kids are going to love Max. The paperback is $5 and the audio is $1.37. I mean, what more can I say? It's an amazing book. It really is. I know so many people that named their sons Max after him. I'm not even kidding. You get so attached to Max. They will ask you to read this book 1,000,000 times. Then the last one, and this is a series, but this is the original one. If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, came out in 1985 by Laura Numeroff. The board book is $8.99. And I was a little bit shocked by that because I was like, wow, that's crazy. I didn't realize it was that expensive. But that book, your kids are going to love it. There are so many easy words. And then, like I said, it's a series. So after they love that one, get the next one and the next one, and you can go forever. So those are my top picks. I just want to tell you, if you get these books and you read them over and over and over again, I promise by the time they're 4, they are going to be so far along in their reading. You will be amazed. You will. Those are the only ones I'm going to mention for right now for 3-year-olds, just because those will keep you busy. And I did mention more. I think I gave you like 7 of them. So I started out with 5 and then I'm like, no, I added more. And if you get all of those, you will have more than enough to read to them over and over and over again. Of course, you can fill in with other books that you buy them and their relatives buy them, but start with these. And I promise you, by the time they're 4 and we move on, even in their Khan Academy that they're going to be doing already, you will be so happy that you started with these books. So leave me messages, comments below. Please hit like if you like this series. And I want to know what you think. I want to know your opinion. And if you have any other books you want to tell me about, I'm up for suggestions. I really am, because I will be adding some in. This is just my core Like, I want to get through these grades, and then I will constantly be doing videos of other books that I see that I can fit into this category. Thank you for watching, and please hit like for me because it makes me happy. That's why. There's no other reason. And I can't wait till our next video.